is up, my fellow brother bears? I'm your host, Buddha Bear.
And I'm your co-host, Black Bear.
And welcome to The Anime Den.
And in today's video, we're going to be reviewing episode 5 of ReZero.
So let's get right into the review. So in today's in the episode for ReZero, we have... The episode starts with Subaru now talking with Ikkidan about him finishing his trial in the graveyard, and how she explains to him that there's 3 trials in total and that he completed 1. She also goes to tell him that she has high expectations in him completing it, with Subaru coming back to tell her that, saying that I will not be the one to complete it, someone else will be completing it in my stead. Which then Echidna goes and says, "That's what you think, or so it seems, or not so it seems, so you believe, And then it goes off with Subaru waking up, and just like how Black Bear said in the last review, he said that his little theory was that Subaru was gonna wake up and Emilia was just gonna be there, laying on the ground, and that's exactly what happened. There she was, and she was frightened, extremely scared. It obviously showed that she failed her trial of getting over her past, and she was completely terrified. Like, we've never seen Emilia like this. This is the first time we've actually seen her in this kind of a state. So after that day, Roswald goes off and tells Subaru the entire that he is his partner in crime, and that the reason why he wasn't there to help Emilia and to stop the witch cultist was because he planned it all along. He planned for that all to happen, to get Emilia and Subaru credit so they could do everything. Because if he was there and he solved it, Emilia wouldn't have gotten anything. So that's what he told Subaru. Obviously, Subaru was was extremely upset and extremely furious, but he understood that all of this was for Emilia, so he continued on. From there, we go, where am I now?
They go to, I think it cuts to Subaru, in Emilia's room.
Oh yeah, and then him telling, it goes to Subaru giving Emilia kind of like a moral boost. He kind of gives her a pep talk that morale boost. There he goes. And has trying to tell her that she can do it. He believes in her to beat the trial, and that she can overcome her past and do it what she originally promised. And it's after that they have an idea to just... Subaru convinces Garfield to allow the villagers to head back to the village, and that's exactly what they end up doing. And before Garfield ends up splitting with Subaru, Garfield tells Subaru, "Are you even sure that she even wants to overcome her past?" He basically is telling Subaru that he doesn't believe that Emilia is going to be able to pass the trial because she doesn't want to, and that she just can't. And we kind of see this as a foreshadowing of Subaru having to come back to complete the trials, because of not only that Garfield said that, but we have to remember that Echidna also thinks that Subaru is going to be completing the trial, and the fact that Garfield gave Subaru a blue pendant for him to come back. So we can kind of see it as a bit of a foreshadow that Subaru might end up coming back to complete the trials because Emilia might not be able to. And then you want to take it from there?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, so after he does that, it cuts to Subaru getting back to the mansion, and he's walking around because he knocked at the door and then no one answered, so the door was open. So he went inside, and he was checking because he went around the hall because all the doors were open, and so he remembered about Rem, and so he ran the opposite way. He kept running and running until he slipped and fell, and we see that his intestines they kind of spilled out.
Yep.
So, oh no, they
There they are.
There they are.
What are my small intestines doing on the
Yeah.
ground? Whoa.
First
Silly.
death in a while.
Oh yeah, this is the first death in a very long in the 4 episodes for season 2. So we kind of can see what's gonna be happening. You know, ReZero's coming back. You know, old-fashioned ReZero.
And then it shows him like looking at his hands.
Yeah,
He's
kind of like in a state of, oh my god, I haven't died in a while. What
like,
is happening? Like he obviously in a state of shock.
He looks like to his side and sees his intestines gone, and he's like, oh no, no.
Well, it's not like more like he's freaking out because
No,
I gotta remember that he's
yeah,
died so much
yeah.
that I don't think it's really. I think he's more shocked on the fact that he hasn't died in a while, so
Yeah.
he's just like, oh man, I'm actually dying this time.
Yeah.
I forgot how this feels.
And then the screen like pans up to the girl from the first few episodes of season 1. You guys remember her? She
Purple hair murderer.
Yeah.
Who likes to cut people's intestines.
Yeah, she's like super fast. And then the knight.
Oh yeah, the knight.
The knight had to come in and help Subaru.
And then she said at the end, "Don't forget to keep your bowels intact for me."
Yeah.
And then
and
now she's here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in here.
So, you ready to go on the theories?
Yeah.
All right. So before we go on the theories, we also want to talk about the opening because the
Yeah,
opening
there was a new
did
opening.
change.
There was a new opening.
And boom, it's just gonna hit us right away with showing what could have been the witches, all 7 of the witches of the sins, and it kind of shows Subaru kind of standing around all his dead friends and holding on to Amelia because in the opening she's dead, and then it goes off to show all the archbishops of the sin, you know, Lyle and I forgot white hair guy. I forgot his name.
I don't know his name.
What's his name? Marlon? No. Well, it basically shows all the archbishops. Oh, and one of the characters shown.
His name was Lie, and then the other guy, and then the gluttony was Rye, I think.
I thought Lie was that one because remember you said that.
I don't know. It's either way.
We're just gonna call him white-haired guy with yellow hair. You know, he's the Archbishop of Greed. So he starts showing what could be as well all the archbishops, and then at the last person to be shown after the villains was Bow Lady, you know,
yeah.
Miss Bow Cutter herself coming back. So we're gonna go on our theory of opening first on why, you know, on what's kind of be happening with that, since, you know, Subaru has already met one of the witches, we can only theorize that he's gonna be meeting the other 6. He's gonna be dealing with something with the other 6, and that's where, you know, he's gonna get into contact with almost all the archbishops too, because it kind of the way it was portrayed, it looked like Subaru and the witches were like allies, and obviously all the archbishops were the enemies. So there might end up being, well, in my theory, there might be a little what's the word I'm looking for? We all know that the archbishops are following the witches, but there might be a little bit of I'm looking for a word for when it means that when they might not be working together, or they might not be, I'm trying to think, I don't know the word. Well, basically what I'm trying to say is that the archbishops may not be actually doing all this work for the witches, or that the witches don't like the work that the archbishops are doing. So that's what I was trying to say, and it just kind of went off on that, on how it's going to be showing the adventure of Subaru meeting all the 7 witches and fighting all the 7 archbishops as well. So, you want to head off with your theory or anything on the opening?
No, you pretty much summed it up.
Me and Blackbear think alike, so whenever my theory is almost his theory sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to go for like the ending on why, on what was happening? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Yeah, because I did opening.
So I think because he's dead, like he
yeah, he's gonna restart.
Yeah,
where
he's gonna
we
restart.
Don't know.
Because I mean,
where would his checkpoint be? Honestly, I think it's just gonna start back at the village, and if
yeah,
not,
I think it's gonna be at the village.
And if not, back on the carriage.
It's gonna be in the field with Echidna. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be far.
That'd be funny.
Honestly,
he's gonna come back and Echidna's gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell?
What you doing here?
How did you get here?
No, I gotta go through the trial again, son of a." No, I don't think it's gonna be that far.
Nah, I think it's gonna be like after the trial is his checkpoint.
Yeah.
So he's still gonna be in the village.
I think either he made it to the village where they are now, or he's on the carriage with Garfield. That's I think Garfield.
Yeah. So Buddha Bear said there's gonna be 3 options because Rem, a blonde-haired maid, and then Petra, and then Petra, they weren't like there. So what I think of your 3 options is that they're all hiding with Beatrice in the like hidden library or something like that. Yeah, I think they're all hiding with her because they
It's probably the most safest.
Yeah, it's like the safest.
And plus we didn't see their dead bodies.
Yeah.
So like, and we know how ReZero is. When they kill someone, they have no shame in showing them that they're dead. Like it's like, oh yeah, we killed this person, by the way.
Yeah, like remember when we killed like hella kids, like in the last season? Remember that? Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a lot of dead people again.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's the 5th episode. So
Oh,
already dead.
Man.
That's a record though.
Yeah.
5 episodes.
5 episodes in, no death, and the first death happens now on the 5th episode. You know, there's gonna be a lot of depression after this.
Not like the first episode where he died immediately.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared, honestly.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Okay, so you want to keep going on with your theory? Because I'm assuming there was more. Or is that it? Weren't you gonna like theorize on why like Bow Lady is doing there?
I mean, I still think she's trying to like get revenge on Subaru for not letting her kill him.
Yeah. Okay, so
it's like let me kill you.
So like my theory on why Bow Lady might be there is that first I think she is with the witch cult because we don't know anything about her, like other than the fact that she was like the first like antagonist that Subaru went against and that she escaped and said that she would be back. I think she might be a witch, a witch archbishop. We don't obviously know which one. So, obviously, that's my main theory on why she's back. And I think that she's not there for Subaru. Like, Subaru's an extra. But I think she's really there for Beatrice. Because if you see the episode, all the doors were open. There was no point in the doors being open if she wanted Subaru.
Yeah.
You know? If anything, like...
She was trying to find the hidden library.
Exactly. And
because I think she, like, has been, like... I think that she's been stalking the mansion.
Do you think she's been there a while?
So she knows, like, that it randomly appears. You just open a door, and then there it is. It's, like, a randomly generated door.
It's either that or that she was assigned, like, that as a mission. Because, you know, there's a chance that she is an archbishop, but there's also that chance that, remember, she is just a mercenary. Just, a insane killer, and the archbishops hired her to just go and find Beatrice and kill her and kill Subaru while they're at it. So, you know, we're gonna have to kind of see on that, but we don't even know if the archbishops are aware of Subaru too. Other than the fact that Rem said that my hero will come and save. You know, she kind of told them about him, but I don't even think they really know about him.
I don't think they know.
And then we aren't sure if the archbishops are aware.
Even if they're gonna see him eventually.
Eventually.
And I still believe that only I don't know, because it's kind of weird that because Subaru still has the witch's scent. He still has it.
And then remember he's taken
it.
Betelgeuse's sloth. What was it called? The witch's God, we have terrible memories.
Yeah, oh my God.
Witch's property.
No, it wasn't Witch's property. It was Witch's
I thought it was something like that.
Yeah, it was Witch's something.
Obviously, it was Witch's something.
Yeah.
I thought it was property or magic or something.
Property.
Well, basically, I thought I had it. I was about to say Witch's Testament, but that's not right. That really upsets me. Well, basically, we know that he took the sloth essence from Betelgeuse.
Yeah.
So, just gonna throw this out there. the archbishops come out of nowhere and try to recruit Subaru to be Sloth.
That's
Just gonna throw that out there.
That's actually.
Just gonna throw that out there.
That's actually whoa.
Whoa. We lost Sloth. We need to be 7, and there's only 6. And you took it. Want to come over and join us? We can show you how to use that power. Just Obviously, we don't think Subaru will take it.
There's still no pride.
And they don't know who our pride is. But we know of the Witch of Pride.
There might be a Archbishop of Pride, but there's no Sin of Pride.
No, but remember, they already remember, because Echidna kind of told us about the 7 witches, and Pride was mentioned.
Yeah.
And then she mentioned, and then on the opening, we saw 7 girls, including Echidna. So I'm assuming they already showed Pride, the witch, but I think you may be right on the fact that there's no Archbishop of. I think there might not be an Archbishop of Pride. But if there is,
Subaru might be an archbishop, cause
Subaru is already an archbishop.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
He's just.
Whoa.
Yeah, cause there might not be any archbishop, but there might still be like a Sin of Pride.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it, cause it is very possible that we would have an antagonist who is the Archbishop of Pride and saying that there's no one who could be Pride than him.
Yeah,
because that's what it means to be prideful.
I think Satella's gonna come back. We already got one person from season 1.
Oh yeah, and then the opening, the Shadow Hands. I forgot to mention that the Shadow Hands were going around Subaru, and then the Shadow Hands kind of like purified themselves, and they looked like actual girl hands.
Yeah.
And then they wrapped around Subaru, and then there was like half a face. It looked obviously like a female, and it looked like what could be Satella.
Yeah.
So. We're just going to throw these theories out here, We're going to throw them for you guys, you grab them, see, we're pitching them to you guys, see how you take, throw in the comments your own theories, see what you guys think, see how it floats in the boat for you guys, because, this is just going to be an even bumpier ride. All right, you ready to close this off?
Yeah.
All right, let's close this off. Well then, my fellow brother bears, I'm your lovely host, Buddha Bear.
And I'm your co-host, Black Bear.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in with us here
in the Anime Den.